Hey people, I know that no one will get this notification, but that's totally fine. You'll be able to check this out later. I am not having it this morning, to be honest. It has been... That eclipse was, it was somewhat disappointing because I could see all day. I'd never seen planes bisect the sky with their smoke. And I just, I knew that, whatever was being, sprayed or what have you, I was like, they're going to cover up the moon. And I focused so hard on, trying to keep that energy, cleared away from the moon space. And, it was not successful. And, it actually converted. Sort of this understanding, I guess, that it's an internal movement no matter what. Hey, Fina, come see the live. Hello. But yeah, so it felt a lot of that, just sort of, it was like my guides were like, oh, you had to see it, right? Oh, do you think that is that what makes it happen? How cute. Hey, Serafina. Hey, Kira. Hey, Camellia. I will pull some cards to see what the aftermath of this is really feeling like. But for me, it is definitely just about, not giving any fucks. I'm kind of, over the whole game. And, I'm done with the game in the sense of, I'm done with the game that I've created. The sort of steps that I gotta take for the hooba toop. It's I have $6 in my bank account right now. And I just, I got some hot tea. And I'm going to sit here and use some internet, and then I'm going to go by the freaking creek, and I'm going to read books for the rest of the day, because I don't give fucks anymore. They're all gone. If I had just, a few... I know I saw that, Serafina, but I had to cancel it, because I'm in the middle of this. I'm so sorry, but I almost called you earlier. literally swear to God, I just, knew it was going to happen. So I'm so happy you're here. I can't wait to talk to you. I filmed a video for your for our Meow podcast or whatever thing, but it's on my other phone, and so it has to be edited, but, my other phone is off somewhere. It's so weird because I know that people picked it up off the DJ booth. I'm absolutely positive they didn't, want to steal it or anything, but the fact that no one has found any way to reach me is just sort of... I'm going limp, I'm just letting all this shit, happen however it's supposed to happen, because I would be caught up in this loop doing, all that other bullshit if I didn't. So, how about some cards, everybody? I mean, what are we even gonna say to that? If anyone wants to put that... a personal whatever, just put that in the comments and I'll get to it. Donations greatly appreciated, because like I said, there are now only $2 in this fancy bank account of mine. But don't feel obligated, because honestly, who gives a shit? I don't think I brought my charger out here, so hopefully we don't get cut short. Alright, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles, Abundance, 6 of Wands, Victory, and the Hierophant. So it's really interesting because the cards that I pulled for the eclipse yesterday all had to do with abundance, accessing this whatever, and maybe that is finally letting go of the fucking rat race, that we can actually take part in the game, that we are here to actually create. And in this Hierophant, maybe we have perhaps, really reestablished. It's I just can't do it anymore. I can't. The Instacarting, the door dashing, the having enough money to get to the thing where I can go to the whatever, and it's just I can't. I lost my e-cig today. Again, I lose one every single day, and I'm just really, even having it, the nicotine doesn't do much for me. It's always about this, sort of control issue of just, feeling like I'm allowed to have it. This one little comfort item in my life. I'm just fuck it. Take it. I don't give a shit anymore. 2 of Wands in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the 7 of Hearts. So, if we can stand in our dominion, everything we touch will turn to gold, but we really just have to sort of set forth in that choosing of what it is. And, because I do think that we blind ourselves in a lot of ways. With money especially. That's for me. 5 of Swords in reverse with the Hanged Man. And the Princess of Hearts. And that is just so me right now. This Hanged Man with the Five of Swords in reverse, because that's like defeat, and the shields are wrenched away, and it's just like whatever, not even fighting it, but like kind of not surrendering. It's almost this type of surrender where you let yourself get involved in sort of the storyline of things, not in just like lying flat on the ground, but like it's like, yeah, this triggers me, so I'm gonna fucking yell about it. And then that Princess of Hearts in reverse is accessing a lot of this collective unconscious. That we stand in. Or, whatever that thing is that we're meant to be birthing. Let's see what you said. Yeah, see, everyone was saying that Kira says the eclipse destroyed me yesterday. It was an emotional wreck. I felt great. It was a wonderful day for me and other people. I'm a Cancer moon, so usually the moon stuff is totally fine. But literally sitting there looking at the clouds during the eclipse, because you couldn't really, whatever, it was really weird. And getting back in the car, we were just like, yeah, I'm different. Serafina, what did you say? Oh, I'm on my old iPhone, so there we go. Okay, so me too, Kira. My phone died. I had to get a friend Symbia and some Iron Fae to fix it. Well, if you could contact that Iron Fae and and just fix some things for me, because God knows it's just been bullshit. How to move through this eclipse: purging, releasing energy. I had horrible insomnia last night and was super emotional, but then went back to sleep and got some more rest. I have not slept too much, honestly. I'm a Taurus moon, so I feel like anytime the moon changes, I forget. You're like, yeah, right on that. Because I'm a Taurus rising. I'm also the dreaded Gemini moon. Oh my God, Camellia. Jesus. Camellia Earhart. I'm so sorry that is you, and my deepest sympathies go out to not only you but all of your closest acquaintances. So this is Akira asked for just how to move through the eclipse, purging, releasing energy. Three of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Look at that. So, taking the time to be alone, understanding that the cycles will catch up whenever, it's time. And, the Seven of Wands often, sort of speaks to me. It's just yeah, you could, but why? It's you feel because you're the only one who can do that thing that can, whatever, that it's some responsibility, but it's not. You don't have to do it. And when it is time, you'll know. You'll step, oh my God. Hey Monique, hey. Spano Gina Spano. Your Saturn is in Leo and your moon is in Sag. Oh my gosh. That is a big thing because we just had that full moon in Sag, so yeah, it's so weird with the moons building. It's not doing the actual season of the zodiac times or whatever that I feel that I get the essence of sort of that energy. It's during the moon of that Sag, and yet so the Sagittarius energy, I just even forgot about it. But I kept getting fire sign cards yesterday for people. It's this sort of the time is now. It's always lit. The fire is eternal. It's we spend so much time trying to craft this torch to hold this flame. Whenever the spark happens, but the spark is happening. It's sparking. It's available at any moment. So we just have to get close enough to light it. Love that response. Taking time to process is good advice. Well, I mean, yeah, it's so funny because a lot of cards, the past few days were also telling people to sort of go into that cave. This Three of Swords just keeps coming up over and over and over, like every single day. But there's this authenticity in that, and this sort of like fresh skin, as you're healing. So it's really honoring your sensitivity. Because I think that was a huge lesson, a part of, my desire to like clear the clouds in order to see the moon, the actual eclipse last night. It's like, it's not an external thing. No, this isn't an external game. It's an internal movement, always. And that is where, the things happen, and where we feel it. And we have the Ace of Hearts, Princess of Hearts, again, and the Nine of Pentacles. Back to that abundance. So I really think, I don't know why. Maybe it's because of that Sag energy, but like a lot of abundance shit. I mean, I know it's up for me, and I felt like on the precipice of, sort of breaking through that, which is why I finally, I just don't give a shit. I'm like, whatever, come take my car. I mean, Jesus. It's too much. It's too much. And I think a lot of people are sort of, just understanding in the collective just a lot about, the way crypto and value and the ways that, this, that, or whatever. We know that it's different than it used to be. And people are finding it, more and more difficult to sit in jobs that they hate. And if they don't realize that it's a job that they hate, I will pleasantly remind them when they try to take their shit out on me. Like, you hate your job, go find a new one. So the Temperance card also keeps coming up. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, it's just like the same freaking cards every day. And the King of Wands. So we don't change for the world. We understand that the world is a reflection, of what we are inside. So we change the world to suit us. And knowing that it's an internal movement. It's an internal, adjustment of energy. I've been getting a ton of fire and solar plexus energy lately from my channel and guides. Oh, yeah. Well, because we've had a lot of, I don't know how much of this I've talked about before. To take a nap. Oh, my God, Monique, I'm going to freaking take a nap, too. When I get to the freaking creek. And, I'll be reading my book, and I'll read, 2 pages. But, COVID, the whole pandemic was a lot of heart chakra activation for us, hands and space and energetic integrity, in a lot of ways. But healing and understanding our sort of connectivity, no matter how far apart we are. And then moving down into sort of this solar plexus activation, especially around that Virgo full moon. And, well, even just as recently as whenever, we sort of got that jury verdict in the Floyd case. There was this sort of understanding of power as, our own personal power and the ways that things are sort of exhibited in front of us, in order to sort of make us feel collectively powerlessness. But how do we access that again? And it was taking, sort of daily actions that empower us personally, and then as we understand justice is something that moves through us in such a way that we can only hope to be a part of that, and we're really understanding that, especially with telepathy and all sorts of things. It's not I direct this thought to you, or I pull this thought from your mind. It is I link up with this field that is that we're all a part of anyways. And so through my integrity, which is a very throat chakra thing, you're able to sort of access that. You're able to step into that sort of field and share with others. And so then moving down from that sort of that power, that power center of the solar, into the orange is the relativity, our relationships. But we'll also see that sort of malleability of time. And then we'll move down into the root, where it's our blood and actual, probably physical evidence of, our which we already have, but we just don't have the science to fully, which they kind of do, of the psychosomatic response of placebos, or in manipulating consciously, sort of engaging with genetic material. You really learned to cry. I'm so proud of you, Serafina, too. Like, oh my gosh, you've just, like, done so amazing in so many ways. Like, you know, I really felt like yesterday, before actually, you know, in that energy, like, a lot of us in this community have really stepped into our shadows. We've really faced those fears. We've taken those steps, and whatever this moon, you know, or what have you, could be ripped away. Like we're pretty ready for that. And so a lot of this right now, I know for me especially, is learning what's mine, you know, and then what I'm spiraling down from in my interactions with collective energy. Oh my gosh. We don't change for the world changes for us. Well, it's like this understanding of the multiplicity of parallel realities. Like, if every single thing exists, or if anything to exist, every possibility must exist. So in that acknowledgement of everything exists, everyone must play out everything. So why would we judge, you know, the one that we're in, the pain, the suffering, the choices that people make? Like, there is no, you know, there's no way out of pain, there's no way out of judgment, but there is no, you know, avoiding that type of thing, because it all must be. Why are you focused in the reality that you're in? And that is because this is where you're tuned. Which I really think it's even deeper than that, and just like the sense of the places that we are looking. It's like we're looking for where we don't fully see ourselves, and that's sort of like what a nerve does. It's like it, you know, it's that sort of splicing together of networks. I don't know. We're just like this network, and we're sensing, you know, for and through ourselves, and so we're being remembered along sort of the stream of what have you, of everything that to bear witness to ourselves. But it's like we're going into the places where we didn't see ourselves. So as we see it, it is sort of almost gone forever, in that it's sort of remembered into the broadness of all that is, but we just sort of keep, you know, remembering it. So it's almost like we're really getting into a deep reflection of our lack of self-awareness. My goodness. I don't know if I'm still getting comments or if it stopped. But if anyone has any questions before I close this out, I don't know how long it is because this phone is shitty. But I usually shoot for about 30 minutes. I am going to go on the AOD group and do like free messages there because of all the help that I've gotten from them. And it's always so magical with you all. So, and then I will call you, Serafina. I cannot wait to talk. I love you all so, so much. Thank you, Monique. Have a wonderful day. And come back and see me next time. All right. Bye-bye.